Hello, hello, welcome back. Today I'll be watching The Expanse Season 1, Episode 6. Last one we discovered the Butcher, that there might be an involvement of Julie Mao. Crazy things are happening, connections are being made that we didn't know before, but also I have so many questions and there's more and more questions all the time. So I feel like we're in the midst of this mystery and I can't wait to watch further. If you like this, make sure to like and subscribe, and full reactions and edited versions you can find over on Patreon 2 weeks ahead. So if you cannot wait for next reactions, you can find those over on Patreon together with a bunch of exclusive shows on there as well and some exclusive movies and all of that. So thank you for considering joining Patreon. All right. Let's go.
I don't work for you fine people anymore, so why am I being ambushed?
I need to borrow your spy on Tycho Station to keep an eye on Fred Johnson. He's overcharging the Mormons for their toilet seats.
Took me 5 years of sheep dipping in Johnson's outfit to steal tech for his competitors. It's worth a lot of money to me.
What's sheep dip?
Good question.
I wonder if they have ice cream in the snack shop.
Ice cream. Attention diverted.
I do my patriotic duty by screwing over Fred Johnson. Isn't that enough?
How's your son, Esteban?
Ooh.
He's up for parole soon.
Wow.
You're really gonna play that card?
She just did.
He made one mistake.
Let me help him.
You know why I quit the intel desk? I couldn't tell anymore if I was still working for the good guys.
I'll go get the ice cream. You make the phone call.
She's such a oof, right? All nice and polite, but she knows what she's doing and she's very powerful. It must suck to be played like that because you have that weakness, which is your child that you care for. Whoa. Damn, that looks sick. He's not very enthusiastic about it.
Son of a bitch.
Stay where you are.
You're either some kind of genius, Mr. Holden, or you the luckiest dipshit in the solar system. You could be the key to stopping all our war.
We're not the only witnesses.
I've been out of the war business a long time, son. I broker peace treaties these days.
Not exactly what you're known for.
Yeah, he has this rap sheet.
I'll give you safe harbor, and I'll get rid of that ship for you.
No one's getting rid of our ship.
Martian vessels come through Tycho on a daily basis. If they see that frigate parked there, it's a bad day for me, too.
I have half a platoon of pissed off Martian Marines who are just itching for some payback.
As a Corvette-class Martian frigate that typically cruise 30, I only see 2 of you. Tactically, if there were more, as a show of force, you would have brought them out.
Good thinking.
I'm guessing there are 2 to 4 people left on your ship, and I'm confident that there's no Martian Navy on board. You walked off that ship because you're in charge. At least you think you are.
Like this clear swallow.
Coming here was your only option, but it was also your best option.
He's like telling them how it is, and they're like, damn it.
You want to continue to play games? Or shall we talk about how to help each other?
Such a bad position to be in, but they don't have any choice.
I'm Lita. My brother Kaipo.
So many names in this show. Like my page is already like filled. 2 pages. 6 episodes. Half of them are dead.
I had to let that stinking animal Kafari go. Since you were interested in him, we're going to have a nice long talk, you and I.
Oh no. He's also not in the best position, is he? Oh.
Diogo! What's taking so long?
Setting the last charge now, Uncle Mateo.
Well, hurry up, or you'll be back stealing water on Ceres, you street rat.
Okay, uncle. Thank you, uncle. Wow, this is so cool. Like, you know it's a show, but it looks so cool. Wow, that would be so scary just opening that helmet even for a little while. What if it's jammed when you want to close it again?
The Donninger and the Can were attacked by the same class of stealth warships.
You will have to testify to the UN Security Council.
You mean the one that you and the OPA aren't allowed into?
You'll open that door for me. It's okay to be a pawn, Holden, so long as you're on the right side.
Maybe you know exactly where those ships came from.
Maybe I have no idea.
Maybe.
We're going back to our ship now.
They walked like 10 steps and they're going back.
I'm taking control of the Tachi right now.
The hell you are.
Right there!
Like, they might kill him, but they're gonna die anyway if they shoot. I was right. He's the guy from The Wire. I constantly think it, but like, yeah.
Go ahead, son. Pull it. Bullet will cut right through me. But there'll be countless OPA brothers and sisters standing behind me.
Yeah.
They will hunt you to the ends of the belt.
I would shoot. Yeah.
Tell the butcher to call off his men, or I'll have Alex vent his bloody station.
Oh.
How's it going out there?
We have a problem.
Oh, darn. Well, at least nobody's dying just yet.
What did you find at the data broker's place?
Third-rate porn.
Why did you go back to Julie Mao's apartment?
I'm gonna come clean. Really like her shower. It's great water pressure. No.
Oh, whoa, okay. Didn't like the answer.
Why do you care so much what happened to this girl?
Take my job very seriously.
He's also just intrigued by the whole situation.
We are fighting for something precious here, Miller.
Fatter percentage of the docks. You create a bunch of chaos. You stir shit up so you can ride in and save
No
the day,
idea
right?
how close we are. I am talking about independence.
You know, that Scopuli disaster is a dead fish on your doorstep.
What does that saying mean? A dead fish on your doorstep.
That's why you gotta make the Mao case disappear.
So they want the same thing, but for a completely different goal in the end.
Oh.
You're in love with Julie Mao.
Yeah.
What did he think he was gonna do there? Except for getting closer to his head. Is that heavy alcohol?
You locked down the net?
Yeah.
Then why is my money floating away?
Oh no.
Stupid good-for-nothing rat.
The net is old.
By the time we secure the hull, half will be lost.
Oh, that sucks.
Attention, Zing Long. This is MCRN Scipio Africanus. Power down and prepare to be boarded.
I provided a ship for an OPA Recon mission out of Ceres, which disappeared. The name of that ship is the Scopuli. That's right. I need this frigate to retrieve the lone survivor, Lionel Polanski.
Who?
We received a set of coordinates from him a short time after the disaster.
There's gotta be another ship you can send.
I need a gunship, and the OPA's got nothing like this.
I'll pick up your operator.
Too valuable as a witness. If you get killed...
The other three saw just as much as I did.
I'm sorry. I can't do that.
Ooh.
You and I both want the same thing. To do right by our people.
That's interesting, right? How what we have learned about him and now what we need to do to survive.
What's the problem, boatsman?
Short your transponder. Says here is expired.
Ooh.
What happened, Pebble Jockey?
Pebble Jockey.
I had to replace
Yeah, you Belters always got an excuse.
Other than meaning torn.
When you arrive on Euros, your cargo will be held under lien until your fines are paid in full.
Oh, come on, there must be something.
Leave him alone.
Impound our hull. There's nothing left for your tax man. What was it?
Ooh, he's trying to convince them. Smart.
We are just trying to feed our families, okay?
I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you. Absolutely nothing.
Okay, guess it didn't work.
You set up your zones, tell us where we can and cannot go.
You living belly full with your glass palaces while half my people are starving to death? How is this justice?
You skinnies want to take credit for blowing up the Donager. We'll give you justice. With both hands.
Have a nice day.
Oh.
Just try to pin that on them.
Leave him alone. I went easy on you before, but now you're not going to pass through the restricted zone on your way home.
Man, they're on such a power trip.
The way around, it's not enough fuel. We'll die for sure.
That's your problem, not mine.
It sucked to see an older family member being treated like that.
Fred Johnson offered to crew me up. You guys will be safe here on Tycho till all this blows over, then you can go back to your lives.
How do you know he's not going to space you the second you get out
Because
there?
you're gonna rig the Rossi so it only responds to my command.
For God's sake.
Technology will help him enough.
So what is this? Goodbye?
No, no.
All that's waiting out there for you is more trouble. Why are you so hell-bent holding?
Because this is my fault.
Yeah, he feels guilty. Here he comes.
I logged the distress call in the camp.
Ooh, the anger.
I knew. Holden did the right thing.
You were afraid of me.
But also they only had each other left, so getting along was quite important. Although I feel like her not answering might be agreement to what he said. Like, you don't want to poke a fire underneath the only few people that are left. If this would have happened at that moment, it would have gone all wrong.
You should have said something.
That's true.
Let's talk about Julie Mao. She chose to be OPA because she believed that what we are fighting for is just.
She trusted you. She put herself in your hands because she couldn't see the blood on him. Just like your sister. Wasn't she like 15 when you let her die out on the belt?
Oh man, like, do you want to die right now or what?
Everybody knows that story.
I doubt that.
You forgot to check her mag boots or something? She relied on you to keep her safe.
Would you like me to tell you the real story? My sister Athena was touched by the hand of God. The most beautiful child in all the belt. The smartest, but she was fragile. Her bones were like chalk from spending a lifetime in 0G. She was never going to recover. An impossible burden for a dirt poor family of rock hoppers.
Oh my god, this is horrendous.
When she became too ill even to travel, I had 3 other sisters to think about.
He sacrificed her for the others.
Our family was starving.
I think I just died a little.
So you killed her.
And that makes me a monster. There was no script to bury her, so I laid her to rest in a beautiful bauxite tunnel that we discovered together. Do you know, it is possible to cry so hard that your tears turn to blood.
Oh, this is horrendous. Like, oh.
I came to realize that I have millions of brothers and sisters in the belt.
It's not quite the same though, but okay.
Now I tell you the truth about Julie.
Just tell me if she's alive.
If she was here right now, she'd spit in your face.
Which is interesting, right? Because he's so obsessed with her, but it might as well be true.
Die as you lived.
That story just breaks your heart, and I don't know what to feel about it, because what he did is absolutely horrific, but also did it justify? Is it justified because he helped the others? Would the others not have made it if she would have made it? I don't know. It's like these sick hypotheses that you need to choose between for a game or something, but nobody would know what they would do in that situation.
Hey, Uncle. What are you doing? Uncle Mikhail. No! Get out!
Damn, Theo. What are you doing?
Uncle, please.
It's just one shocking thing after the other today.
Why are you interested in Fred Johnson?
He has blood on his hands and wants redemption. While Earth and Mars throw sand in each other's faces, the OPA rises in the belt. The OPA smuggler we captured was carrying stealth composites. That's not a coincidence.
Yeah, she sees it very clearly.
Fred Johnson turned his back on Earth. The OPA killed your son. You sure this isn't personal?
You're damn right it's personal.
You keep me in the loop.
Nothing stronger than that personal vendetta for your child. This guy. Drool.
I'm Daniel. I'm not interested, Daniel. That bucker ogling you, he's packing a knife on his left hip. Thanks.
He's watching out for him.
What are you, the union rep? I grew up in places like this.
You grew up. I wouldn't have figured that. Must have been rough.
Nah, it's fine.
Yeah, I guess you must have been as happy as a puppy with 2 peckers, right? I didn't mean it like that.
Like what?
I'm gonna stop talking. 2 more, please.
I want him to keep talking.
It's an honest living. And you can tell a lot about a place by how they treat their people.
Wait, what did he do? This job?
Why don't you spend some script? Go on. It'd be good for you. You're not married.
Isn't he?
I was married. Out on a run, all I could think about was getting back home. And lying in my bed, all I could dream about was getting back out here. Big Brass said I didn't have what it takes to fly the badass gunships. I'll tell you one thing. Flying the Rocinante back there, that was just about the best feeling I've ever had.
Wow, that was a discovery as well, right? And it's interesting that he called it out, that he was married, still wearing the ring.
Don't fly too close. Don't try to avoid it. The Martian patrols won't give you a second look.
Draft signature.
We're altering that too.
A lot of Martians gave their lives getting us onto this ship.
In the heat of the battle, they fought to get you off the Donager. Are there any bodies we need to take care of?
Lieutenant Lopez. He's in the rear hold. He died for us.
I'll make sure his body's returned to Mars.
Wow, so respectful at first glance.
You rigged the failsafe, right?
They try to access any areas that they shouldn't, and the Rosie's core will self-destruct.
Just so you all are aware.
Let's let them do their thing. We'll go to drink in the crew lounge. Sure?
You need to keep a clear head, dude.
The charge to Fred's tab.
Alright then. Free drinks. Oh! We've seen him throw someone in there before, right? Oh! Whoa. Ah! But yay! Oh my god! There's so much going on there because he was like, I'm so pathetic, and now she actually needs to save him, so that is gonna be in that same direction. But it means that she also is looking out for him, which is very interesting.
Man has got to stand up. You can only live so long.
With a boot to our necks, Sasuke.
You don't need to do this.
Singlong, you are an unauthorized intercept force.
He's gonna sacrifice himself.
The man's gotta stand up.
Now you're suddenly out there. And it's so quiet. While what happened is so big. Oh, this is horrendous. It's so deep as well. Like how we said, you can only live so long with a boot at your neck. That, oh, you can totally understand what he's saying.
To shed. Always generous. Sometimes a whiny little prick. Wherever you are, I hope no one there needs medical attention.
And that you would say, "Fui."
To those brave, crazy bastards who got us off the Donager. A little respect.
I have nothing but respect.
Then what's your problem?
Gung-ho military hypnotized by a uniform. Those Marines could have saved themselves. Gone home to their families.
Well, it did take some convincing.
I know it was because of you.
That was a pivotal moment in the relationship with the crew, right?
Would you have come back for me?
At the time, with all those bullets flying?
Maybe not.
Probably not.
Probably. Wow, he did sneak that in, right? Making it a stellar moment for himself, and they have no idea. Darn.
I got it.
That was such a close call.
I've never killed anyone before. Oh, I'm sick.
You know, my third year on the job, I caught this skinny. He's from the lower levels. He's coming out of a drug den. He grabbed his old lady by the hair. He's waving his piece around. You know how they tell you in basic, you're either somebody who can pull a trigger or you ain't. Well, first shot, I killed him all right.
I don't think I could.
But it wasn't the blood or the iron smell of it that got me.
Although nobody knows what you would do in a situation where somebody that you want to protect is hurting if you don't.
There was their little girl in the window watching me. The only guy I ever killed.
When you think it would be more than one.
You know, every time you remember something, your mind changes it just a little until your best and your worst memories, they're your biggest illusions. My advice is you just forget it.
He would be a great therapist.
Appreciate that. It's terrible advice.
But a hug can sometimes be so much better. Maybe a hug and a sneaky kiss. I don't think they're gonna. Which might be good, right? If they're gonna fall in each other's arms, totally alright. But now she's in distress and it wouldn't be as genuine as on another moment.
Found this at Julie's.
He's like, back to work, lady.
You're late.
What is this?
I'll spare us a speech.
The ship's ready. Are you?
I guess we lost Amos.
Oh, he'll be here in a sec.
Was he almost glad to say that he lost him?
You people drive a hard bargain.
You got our recorded statements.
We'll bring your Lionel Polanski home, if he's out there. In return, I want you to help me find someone. Someday I'll come to you with a name.
Oh my god, girl, tell us. We want to know all about you. I guess we'll have to wait. Oh, it's so well done too. A little bit emotional of him, right? To make it personalized.
Jesus, Miller, should I even ask?
I figured it out. Most of it, anyway. Look at this thing.
What the hell am I looking at?
I'm looking at, I don't know, some kind of bioweapon?
Where'd this recording come from?
Phoebe, that's what I think. Phoebe Station.
I meant, where'd you get it?
Julie Mao. She bought that from a data broker. Dawes crewed up this black bag ship, which vanishes with all souls aboard. And then, data broker ends up dead. Scientists on Phoebe discover something big. It would tip the balance of power. The OPA gets wind of it. They send a crew out to steal it. Mission goes south, which leaves someone with a lot of power, a lot of resources, who'll do anything to keep it quiet. He holds the key.
You tell anyone about this?
Just you.
What about this? Copies?
Oh no. Fixed.
Erase Detective Miller's case files and cancel all his clearances.
What are you doing?
You're fired.
He's getting too close.
He bought you. What does it go for these days, huh? Undying loyalty.
I'm tired of speaking to a child.
You know, I'm tired of...
Help Mr. Miller find the door.
Oh, this is scary.
If he gives you any problems, feel free to shoot him.
When she was like, does anybody know? Are there any copies? Like, come on, that's Prime. It's gonna be gone and silenced and you're in trouble.
I'm sorry.
Oh, how do you say it? Like, oh, what's the word?
Your flight plan has been filed and logged. Be advised you'll be crossing 3 Martian trade zones.
Was married, still cares, right? An olive branch. Reaching out an olive branch. What I sometimes find hard at the end of this episode is that there's so much going on in so many different places that it's like, I feel like right now I only remember the last 2 minutes, but I want to like talk about all the situations. But you have Earth and you have them on their ship and then you have the belt and all of that, and there's so much going on, which I love. I feel like that's also why it grabs your attention from beginning to end, because there's so many different places and you want to follow the different storylines, especially now because they're starting to get connected. I also wonder, but like this might be a super dumb thing to say, but didn't Fred say that the Lionel guy wasn't a real name and that they don't really know who he really is? Could it be Julie? That's dumb, right? But like, I don't know, weren't they speaking about this in the same sentence? Like the ship with one person, maybe okay, let's forget it. But at least you do see that the characters' stories are starting to get connected, right? What Miller is figuring out, what is going on there. Like, damn, he's in such a bad spot right now because he's out of the force and he knows that they're corrupt too. And then what, right? In what camp is he? He's gonna be this lone wolf together with, I forgot her name. I wrote it down somewhere. But like, I swear, like I cannot even remember who is who. I need to make a new paper. And so at least she's on his side, so at least he's not completely alone. And then we have our crew, which I'm glad the secret is out, because you knew that you had to go over that moment. You knew you had to get past the point of them all figuring this out. And then the Mateo and Diego story, I feel bad. At first I was like, what is he doing? But then I realized that he was sacrificing himself to make it better for Diego, and that's so incredibly sad. And then if you heard Dawes' story about his sister, there's some heartbreaking background stories in this. And yeah, I just feel like my soul shattering all the time a little bit more while still being intrigued by the mystery. I also really want to know more about Naomi's backstory because there's a lot there, I feel like. And then Amos and Alex is heart to heart. I love that. I want to quit my job and just watch this show all day, every day. Why do I have other responsibilities? I hope you enjoyed today's reaction. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. You can find the full-length reactions and edited reactions on Patreon and everything 2 weeks ahead. as well as a bunch of exclusive movies and shows. So make sure to check out Patreon if that interests you. And I wish you a lovely rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!